Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. We finally have Burning coming to Veve. Now, we've been talking about this for a long time, but Veve actually tweeted out this morning, this is November the 29th, 2022, that on December the 1st, they are going to start burning some of the stuff that's in the store that has not been sold out yet. And it's specifically Marvel, okay? It's specifically Marvel. So, I really want to make that clear that I'm going to talk about mostly Marvel stuff or anything that's under the Disney sort of umbrella as burning. I'm not going to look at the DC stuff or other stuff like that. I'm going to just talk about Marvel because until we find out if they'll be able to do that on these other IPs, then I think it's just the Disney Marvel stuff at the moment. But we don't know, right? But anyway, we're going to talk about what we do know, which is that it's time to burn. And I'm going to give you some of my top picks for now, but also thinking ahead just a little bit. Just speculation. I'm not telling you to go buy anything here today. I'm not going to ever do that. You just do whatever you're going to do. But I'm going to show you what I'm thinking. And then you can let me know in the comment section if you're going to do the same thing, right? So if you do like this video, make sure you do, hit like and make sure you comment down below. Like I said, I want to know what you think about this. And if you're going to be picking up some of these in the market, you can also, just so you know, if you want to burn a drop head NFT, I do have OMI rewards for that as well. So get involved with the drop head community, join my channel as a member, get onto the Discord, and I'll tell you about how you can burn drop heads for OMI because I'm doing burning too. It's kind of a really neat mechanic depending on like what's going on. So let's get into this, you guys. This is massive news. Now, I just copy and pasted the tweet from Twitter themselves for my presentation, but you can go on to their, Twitter page and read the whole thing. It's actually a 4-part tweet. And there's actually a couple of other things of note in there as well, including the merging of accounts that's coming. Okay, so that's really big as well. And crypto pay-in. This is a very big tweet, but I'm going to focus on the burning just for this video right here. So here's what the tweet said. This is number 3 of 4, I believe, on their tweet. Unsold supply of these Marvel collectibles and comics will be burned December 1st. So we got Mjolnir, the, like Thor's hammer, right? Remember that series? Mr. Fantastic. Okay, he was already limited. Doc Ock, Alpha Flight 106, and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. So I'm going to focus mostly on the 3 collectibles here, as the comics don't interest me as much because, they're actually pretty close to being sold out. The other ones, though, are quite interesting, especially Dr. Octopus. I mean, that one is very, very interesting to me. So future burns, it says down here, will be at the discretion of Marvel. So it's really going to be them working with Marvel to decide what they're going to burn. I'm going to show you a couple that I think you could get ahead upon now, right? Just what I'm going to do. You just do what you're going to do. And there's going to be similarly short notice on collectibles. Now, here is the key, everybody. No notice on comics. None. No notice on comics. We're getting a couple noticed on these ones, but for future comics, nope, they're not going to tell us until probably after it's done. So there are 1 or 2 comics that are still not sold out that are Marvel, and I'll talk to you about what you should look for, in my opinion, when we're looking in the head here, because, it's not going to like everything's going to start burning tomorrow. This is going to take time over time. And at certain times, they're going to burn certain items, and the comic books are not going to give any notice. We'll get a little bit of notice on some of the collectibles, but not the comics. So check it out. Here are my burn picks. You can see I already have them on fire. They're already flaming up a little bit right there. Daredevil, to me, not sold out. Lots of editions still available in the store. Very good possibility for a future burn. Now we know that they're doing this. Same with Mysterio. So I picked up both of those today. I picked up the ultra rare Mysterio. I'm not telling you to. You just do what you want. But I also picked up the Daredevil because those 2 have not sold out. And I really think I've really liked them. I've always liked them, but I was waiting to see what would happen. And now that there's going to be burning the other ones, these ones to me are going to be burned probably in the future, unless they sell out now, right? Which could happen. So be careful, okay? Don't just rush in. Now, I also bought Thor's hammer there for sure because they're burning the rest. So I went in and I picked up just a rare on that one. I actually like the original hammer, so I picked that one up. Then there's Mr. Fantastic, the rare. I picked him up as well. I had him before, so I picked him back up again just to make sure I had one. And same with Doc Ock, the uncommon. Now, you can check out the different variations of these on the hammers, and Mr. Fantastic, he only has the other variation, but Doc Ock has his secret rare. That one is going to be really interesting to see what happens, right? So what could happen is the price starts to go up as people start to buy them from the store, from the market, And then that could prompt people to then buy them from the store, because then there's an opportunity for flips. So be careful. Watch out what you're doing. Just watch the prices, because the secret rare could vault up pretty quickly here as a result of the news, but it could come back down if then suddenly people start buying them up from the store. What I want to look for is like not stuff that doesn't get bought from the store. Price doesn't move too much, because then when they do burn it, it's going to then be really more scarce. I don't want anyone to buy these from the actual store. I want to just get them from the market. So these are the ones that I picked, okay? So you let me know in the comment section what you're going to do as well, right? So anyway, this is one of my top future burning picks, is the TIE Fighter. Now, they did mention only Marvel in this tweet, but Marvel fall, with it's owned by Disney, right? And so is Star Wars. So I'm going to assume that at some point we might get Star Wars burns as well. And this was always one of my top ones. I minted the TIE Fighter, but here is the reason. This is what I want you to look for, okay? I want you to look for the amount that they have. Like this one's got 11,000, almost 12,000 editions that could be available, but there's only 8,000, 578 that were actually purchased. That are, so that there still remains, sorry. So there's only 3,300 in circulation. And so this is what you want to look for. You want to look for a high edition number, of a popular type item that could do well, but hasn't sold very well. I find Daredevil's like that. I find Mysterio's kind of like that right now. And I find the TIE Fighter is definitely like that. So I minted one of these. I'm not going to run into the market, start buying them up right now, because I already own one. But this is one that I've always thought I felt comfortable with, because once they announced the burn, that they were even going to be doing that, I felt that this was a safe one for me to mint. And anything now that I like, I can mint, because they're obviously going to burn them. Now, I don't know about DC stuff. I don't know about art. I don't know about any of the other IPs. We only know about specifically Marvel. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about this stuff for burning. We only know that Marvel's doing it at this moment. Okay, we'll wait for future news before I do that. But I think Star Wars is a safe bet, because it's right in there. And there's not too many Star Wars items that don't sell out anyway, right? But now for comics, so this particular comic is a really good burn pick for me as well, because it has key first appearances, right? This is X-Men, 141. So I don't know what the price is going to go on this, but this will get more scarce over time if they do burn this one at a later date, right? And they're gonna not give us any notice. So you're gonna have to be on your game. You're gonna have to be on the ball, looking at first appearances and real world value, because if people in Veve don't understand how much this comic book could be worth, they're not going to buy it from the store. And maybe that's when you actually go into the market and pick it up for super cheap, maybe stack up a bunch. This is just, a way of thinking. I'm not telling you to do this, but whatever. This particular comic is kind of one that's like that. That is a popular comic, decent value in the real world, like decent value, not crazy or anything, but also has first appearances. This is the kind of thing I'm going to look for. I'm not saying I'm going to go stack this one like crazy right now. I'm just saying this is the kind of thing to look for. Just my opinion. You let me know what you're going to do as well. But this is great. We're getting burning. These are my picks. Let me know what you're going to do as well. I mean, it's going to be really interesting. This is brand new. I have no price predictions or anything like that about what these are going to be worth after, how many are going to be available. I have no idea, because this is brand new. And so I'm just going to experience it like you guys are, and we'll just learn about this together, right? But I am definitely going to get ahead of some of these Marvel ones, which I've done here today, and I'll be looking at other ones as well. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.